Welcome to our living room. This is From the Disney Couch. We are on our 45th Disney movie in a row.
Woohoo! What are we about to watch, Ellie?
Home on the Range! I'm so glad you asked, Jaira.
I have never seen this movie. I know that you kids watched a lot with cousins, so I honestly have no clue what to expect about it. I'm thinking it's gonna be just a cute little cartoon.
What I recall, it's like a comedic masterpiece and inspirational and empowering for women and cows everywhere.
But apparently cows don't sell in the box office because
It was underwhelming. They spent $110 million on it, earned $103, so they lost money on Home on the Range. And sad but true, in the theaters, opening weekend, Home on the Range lost out to Scooby-Doo 2.
Scooby-Doo 2?
Yeah,
Oh, that's bad.
that is bad.
Somebody got fired in the marketing department.
I think so, yeah. But I remember watching Home on the Range at least once, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun, lighthearted kind of cartoon about cows. I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it for the first time.
All right.
Let's watch it.
Okay,
Yay.
here we go. Home on the Range.
Home on the range, cowboy to really up the
Sorry. Getting a little drowsy there at the end.
I liked it. I was engaged through the entire thing. I don't know why you're yawning, because it was a horse bucking, slow shoeing adventure.
What?
Horse bucking, slow shoeing
Yeah.
adventure.
This is the most action-packed adventure about cows.
I think I was just a little sleepy because the whole movie was just a little too predictable. Other than the fact that the cows were the heroes, it basically is like, the farm's gonna get sold, oh no, somebody is doing nefarious deeds and stealing from all the farmers. What's gonna happen? The cows are gonna have to save them. Oh, somebody's hero actually ends up being a villain. The plot was a little predictable, but it was just kind of full of slapsticky, good fun. There was crude kind of burp humor and butt humor throughout. So it kind of had the Saturday morning cartoon feel to me. Kind of Phineas and Ferb sort of feel.
And I love Phineas and Ferb, so I love this.
There you go.
Yeah. Entertaining. You know, definitely not the best movie on the list, but I still really like it.
Yeah.
There was a couple of laugh out loud moments, a couple of funny moments, some good voice acting, some good characters.
A special appearance by Kronk.
Yes, Patrick Warburton voiced a horse, and that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
The best voice ever.
He
Yeah,
does,
he
yeah.
Like, does he sound like that in regular life, or
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I'd like a latte.
No,
Yeah.
that was really bad.
Yeah.
You go-
I want Patrick Warburton to narrate my funeral. I think my favorite moment in the whole movie was when Alameda Slim has his three yokels, and he's trying to give them the idea of the disguise. And he puts on the hat and the glasses, and there's like, "Where's Uncle Slam?" And then he takes
what's
them
your
off.
favorite?
I thought it was funny. It was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that scene, at least, I think my favorite moment is he's trying to take over all the land in the whole big area, but then this dude, he sits in the same spot every time, and right behind his head is this patch of heaven that's exactly the shape of his head.
The land, the one piece.
Yeah,
of
the
farm.
one piece that he hadn't seen, because it's like the exact right shape. I don't know why I found that so
It
funny.
was funny.
But all in all, you know, a little too much Roseanne Barr.
It had some pretty big name actors in there. Judi Dench, who's a famous British actress, was one of the cows. And Jaira Drew, an amazing representation of the horse, voiced by Cuba Gooding.
Buck is like this swashbuckling, adventurous horse who thinks he knows kung fu, and he was pretty entertaining. So if you want to see all my Disney art compiled so far, you can follow me on Instagram at Doodles for Boredom.
Well, we've applauded, we've given our general reactions of the film, we've mentioned some voice actors, and some odd statistics. We've seen art, and now there's only one thing left. To the chart!
Do.
How Disney was Home on the Range, really. I mean,
Not.
really.
I think it's going to be at the bottom of our list. That's my prediction right now.
Book intro.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No, but one thing that I have been noticing is they do the Disney Castle logo at the beginning of all the films, and they get some fun creative stuff in that. So with this one, it was like a branding
Branding,
right?
Yeah. Missing parents.
They were cows.
Where was the pig's mother?
Oh.
Pigs had a father named Ollie. Where was the mother?
She was in the bacon-wrapped sausages.
Yeah.
We don't have enough missing parents to make anything out of anything.
It just didn't matter.
Yep. We got missing farm, but the main sympathy note that they were playing with was for Maggie because she got sold. She lost her farm, she lost her home, she was homeless, and that's what got you sympathy for the main character right off the beginning, but it wasn't like she was an orphan.
No.
Dad with the stash. No, it was a great stash with the sheriff, though.
Yeah,
We had
you
a
had
great,
a,
like, Disney dad stash, but...
yeah, we had a goat with the stash.
You don't
Yeah.
get this
Yeah.
you're out. They saw the
Nothing.
Talking animals. Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, we can give it at least that much, can't we?
Now, don't everybody speak at one time. What is this, the frozen food section?
Unlikely partnership.
A case could be made.
I think so. I mean, Grace was like the neutral. She was
Yeah.
like, let's all just let each other, which is cool. And then Maggie's all abrasive, and Miss Calloway's all like proper, and then they were always clashing, and then eventually they decided that they both could help each other get what they wanted, and so they decided they'd join up, and then she stayed at the farm because they loved each other.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, and it was kind of an extended sort of setup for the unlikely partnership.
Yeah, they were just stuck together continuously until they finally had a choice. They decided to stay together.
Yeah, but it was like halfway through the movie before they actually had a choice whether they would stay together or not.
Yeah.
And they decided that, well, I guess we better work together, even though we have different reasons for capturing Alameda Slim, we're still gonna work together. But I found it a little flimsy. There wasn't enough difference in their motivation. They were just trying to do the same thing for slightly different reasons, and in my mind, that didn't seem to be any reason to not work together.
They just
So,
annoyed each other.
yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Okay, I will too.
Hidden Mickey.
Yeah, there was a couple.
Yeah.
My favorite was pig spots were Mickey shaped.
Yeah, that's.
Well, they weren't for the most part, but then they got like cleverly half blocked off so that it became a Mickey.
Yeah. There was a couple of rocks, there was a couple of water ripples, but I just like the pig.
Alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a very awkward bar
It
scene.
wasn't that awkward.
Yes, it
It
was.
was way less awkward than other bar scenes we've seen.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it was still fairly awkward. Bunch of drunk old cattle rustlers or something. And
Where there's the old west,
Watching-
there's pubs.
yeah,
Saloon.
watching some kind of old saloon girls, and then the cows somehow switched places and got on stage, and then somebody's like, "Get those fat cows off the stage."
it's-
It was-
When you're talking, it sounds like you're explaining the truth.
yeah, it felt like a weird dream. So I get it. It was the Wild West. They had to have a saloon. It just was a little
They didn't
tacky.
have to have
Yeah,
something.
there must be some kind of a Hollywood code that directors must sign off on. That anytime you're doing a Western movie, you have to have a saloon, and it must be set in Monument Valley.
Witchy villain.
No.
Well, what about that yodeling? I mean, that wasn't natural. He's yodeling and then the cows turn different colors.
Yeah, but it
That
wasn't
was-
supernatural.
That was
I don't know.
weird animation, I think.
He could hypnotize cows with only his voice.
I don't
like,
think hypnotism is witchy.
That's what he said. He said this.
Yeah, but you know, we did give Sir Hiss half a mark in Robin Hood.
That's true.
For
Their
being
eyes
witchy
did the
villain.
same thing.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't very magical, but there's something about that that is definitely not normal, and he used it to do his evil stuff, so I think it deserves at least a half mark.
Yeah, me too. Couch vote.
Sure.
Okay, let's put Witchy Villain to a couch vote then. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, looks like it's half a mark for Witchy Villain for mass hypnotism of cows.
With yodeling.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
That is probably the most obscure villain power we have had yet.
Ugly villain.
Yes.
I think we count him, yeah.
Lots of butt jokes.
Yep.
So many butt jokes.
Yeah, it's like
jokes.
they're putting them all into the one song.
In the villain song. And he had a giant gut that he
Yeah.
kind of like made even gianter in one scene.
He was like diamond shaped.
Like, what scene was that where he's like trying to go rustle up some cattle and he's like, boom, his like stomach goes, I don't know, it's so weird.
Is he like pulling up his pants? Like, I'm not death by falling. No.
Well, no, I guess the buffalo didn't die, but he
No?
certainly fell really far and
Yeah.
gave a goofy scream.
Oh,
Yes.
Sorry.
We're happy to hear that. There haven't been nearly enough goofy screams in
Yeah.
Disney movies lately.
Well, if there was going to be a goofy scream in any of the Disney movies, this one would have to be it.
Yeah, it's true. It wouldn't really fit in Atlantis. So. It was really Saturday morning cartoon slapstick, so
So
even
no one
though
could die.
each character should have died about 400 different times, nobody died.
Especially
That's
the
right.
room full of dynamite. No one died from that.
Yeah. They just they didn't even get their faces blackened for
No.
12 seconds.
Hit song.
I think the thing that comes closest is Katie Lang's Little Patch of Heaven.
Hit song, but
But I didn't see that it won any awards or was on the top 40 or anything like that, so
I've never heard any of the songs before.
yeah, the song is pretty lacking in the musical department. The song is
They were nice, like country songs, but just nothing super memorable. And I did like through the whole movie just how, you know, country and Wild West they made it. All
I like the first song, the introductory song where they're talking about how wild the Wild West is, and there's some funny lyrics in there. But yeah, the rest was, yeah, it was good country background music. I can't believe I used the word good and country and music in the same sentence.
romantic duet. Not a hint of romance.
not a
Well,
hit.
there was a hint at the
Oh.
end.
I am
You know,
so glad they didn't do anything more with that.
They all wound up at the farm, and then showing up at the gates are the two bulls and the buffalo. Hey, ladies.
Yeah, at first I thought for a second that the sheriff and the little sweet old farm lady would maybe have a love interest, but no.
No, it was
I
just
think
kind
there
of
was
a,
hints of a budding romance between them.
yeah, it was kind of a Fox and the Hound sort of romance vibe there.
True, they
No,
were the
much
same
better than
characters, weren't they?
They were.
Almost.
Yeah.
No.
It's
And there was even a
no.
hound dog in this.
No romantic duet.
While there were some hints of romance, thankfully they didn't push it.
The kiss.
Nope.
And no romance. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Resurrection.
Nope.
Nope. No
Yeah.
death. Just slapstick springing back up.
Yeah. Although, you know, if somebody else got hit in the face that many times with horse hooves, and then they got back up, I mean, really, we should count that as a resurrection.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've reached the end of the chart. We've racked up some points. Let's find out how many Home on the Range got. Gyra, the total please for Home on the Range.
The total is
Yes?
5.5.
Oh my goodness. Home on the Range winds up with a whopping 5.5 Disney points, which makes it frightfully average. In the same league with The Emperor's New Groove, Saludos Amigos, The Aristocats, stuff like that. So,
That was so high. I thought it was like a 2.
Yeah.
But no.
But still entertaining.
Yeah.
And still worth a watch if you're
Watch
bored.
it once.
well, thanks for joining us on this little romp through the Wild West. If you like the video, then like it, subscribe to see more. Put your comments down below because we always want to know what people are thinking. So thanks for joining us from the Disney Couch. We will see you next time.
Bye. Now can we watch the bonus features, please?
You guys, there's baby sleeping upstairs.
Nah. When somebody loved me,
Alright, next.
and I went and saw
Yes, he was
the
ugly.
fun.
He was an ugly
I had
villain with a
been
giant.
Daddy. Daddy, stay on target.
Why you gotta go like so falsetto?
Daddy, stop.
I don't know if I've ever heard you sing not falsetto.
Okay.
When somebody loved me.
I want to go to
La,
bed.
la, 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 la.
Stop it.
Yes, the villain was ugly.
And he had